So for some of you, this is about getting closure on some issues, closing out a chapter in this relationship here successfully in order to start working toward a new beginning. And, you know, I do see the world as a good thing here. And I do think that there is some excitement and communication that may be happening between you and this person when it comes to working on things. But that really depends on this person kind of like stepping up and taking control. And it's not that they, you know, are taking control over how this relationship is going to go, but I think it's more so getting control in order and stability in their own life here, because they're coming in from a place of not knowing what the fuck they want. I mean, straight up with Seven of Cups. And if they lead to heartbreak, that's their own fault. You are clearly disappointed by this person. And the way that you come into this with the Queen of Pentacles, whether you're a male or female, doesn't matter here. Or whether you're dealing with a male or female. I kind of get the feeling that there's been a question of, you know, feeling secure with this person. And there was a need for you to kind of go into this place where, you know, you were more secure with yourself and not so dependent on what this person chooses to do, because you're talking about somebody who's living in la la land. Okay, they have a lot of fantasies, they may have a lot of options here, but you're always talking about somebody who isn't, you know, willing to act on the fantasy here. You know, so you may be used to this person not actually, you know, taking this relationship anywhere or knowing what the hell they want. But I think that the heartbreak for them is that, you know, another option may not have worked out. And I hate putting it that way, but they kind of have this feeling like they're hurt over the fact that something didn't really work out for them. But when it comes to you, I think they also understand that they've created some heartbreak for you because they weren't able to make a choice. You know, because clearly you're hurt by this, disappointed, let down with the Five of Cups. Now, moving into the Nine of Pentacles, again, with this Queen of Pentacles kind of kicking it off for you, I'm looking at this and thinking that, you know, for a lot of you, this is, you know, being secure with closing this out, feeling secure with this relationship, but also keeping your independence here. It's not that you need independence from this person. I think that it's, you know, you want to be self-reliant. You don't want to be dependent on what this person does. You know, so it's still like the same message here, but they're coming from a place here of, you know, wanting to have more order and stability, I think, with the Emperor. That or they're going to allow you to have more control here. Especially if they are looking at the relationship like, I really messed up. You know, which hopefully that's the case here with the Three of Swords. Now, with the Ace of Swords here, there is this clear communication that is happening between the two of you. There's the truth, you know, and the building of trust for sure. It is a new beginning here, and there is communication definitely going on between the two of you. But this is exciting. This is exciting about this chapter being closed. You know, you may be in a relationship with somebody where you had, you know, a separation for a little while. And now, you know, there's closure on all of that. You may be beginning again. You may be clearly communicating with each other. You may be getting excited about working on this again. And then the King of Swords. Okay, and I think that they're breaking bad habits. So here's kind of what I'm seeing here with them. I do think that they feel bad because I think that they feel like they're missing out on something that was really secure and something that, you know, you guys have built together. Like, I feel like you've been with this person for a while. Now, that's only going to be for some of you. For others of you, it's just straight up this person feels bad because they're missing out on something that could be, you know, very long-term and secure for them. You know, and this may be where they're apologizing here, clearing things up, wanting to work toward, you know, this Ten of Pentacles here, where we're talking about a long, long-lasting relationship, right? Secure and stable. And with Temperance and the Hierophant, you know, I do think that they are trying to get control over some things that are negative. You know, they have bad habits. That's the best way to put this. I mean, I'm looking at them trying to get balance and free themselves from, you know, the bondage, so to speak, with the devil. And that could be, you know, their inability here to commit, which may have been a problem. But I think that with the King of Swords, it's not that, you know, we're cutting off our emotions from this person, but I think that, you know, we're communicating from a place of understanding, but also, you know, being very clear and very direct and very decisive. And that has to do very specifically about, you know, the negative things that they have to deal with. You know, and I do think that you may be dealing with a person here who has a little bit of commitment issues. But the thing is you're still putting in the effort here to try to work on this. And then the Sun. Yeah, I would say that there is a strong attraction here, especially with the Three of Wands and the Sun. So the way that you come into this with the Ten of Swords and the Three of Pentacles, this may be a situation that ended in a really bad way because this person wasn't giving you enough warmth, caring, and understanding. That is the Three of Pentacles. I need you to show me that you care about me. You know, there's the need for this. And, you know, again, with the Ten of Swords, it's a painful ending. Now, with the Six of Swords and the Five of Swords, here's the thing. This person may be coming back through, trying to bridge the gap that's there between the two of you with the Six of Swords. But with the Five of Swords, we're talking about feeling inadequate. Feeling like you are not good enough. But the thing is you still have very much the same feelings for each other. And with the Sun, this is the potential for things to get better. Now, for some of you, though, what I worry about here is if this is just your love life in general, so if you're single and you're not focused on like an ex coming back through or anything like that, things may always like end in a really bad way for you because there isn't enough of this caring and understanding. It's like you're constantly getting into these relationships. And when you try to bridge the gap with, you know, the person that you're connecting with, you don't feel like you're good enough. You know, and just because this person may be telling you that they feel the same way about you, you know, do you see clearly what you want in your relationships now? And I don't know. And then the Seven of Wands, and that's why I felt like that. There are some doubts. You know, you can overcome those doubts when it comes to connecting with somebody, especially if they are telling you that they feel the same way that you do. You may be doubting that, you know, but with the Sun, you know, we're talking about a happy relationship here. But I think it's more so about you seeing things clearly when it comes to your relationships and the type of people that you are connecting with. You know, again, you don't want to be in a position where you're doubting the connection. Just because there's a lot of chemistry and attraction, you know, that doesn't mean that this has the potential to go the long haul if you're still holding on to this. But I am looking at you wanting to take a new path with your relationships here with the Fool, for sure. This is walking away from the past, right? And for those of you who are trying to connect with certain people and it just doesn't feel like it's a good thing, I think you're going to move into this place where you just want to take a time out and really think about what you want from your relationships. Now, yeah, children may be involved in one way or another here. But I think that the reason why this is the overall is because this may be something that you need to consider. If you have children together, they need to be taken into consideration, and that doesn't mean that you have to stay in a relationship because you have kids. But if you're not happy, your kids won't be happy either, you know. Now, this though could be about one person wanting to have kids, the other one not, and that may be an issue. But, you know, I feel more so that this is going to be directed to those of you who have children that are being affected by your relationship. So with the Two of Wands and the Ten of Pentacles, what I think is happening here is that for some of you, you're getting involved in a newer relationship. You're just now getting to know somebody here. You know, there's the flirting and the talking. And with the Ten of Pentacles here, you're talking about self-reflection. But this looks like it could be a very abundant relationship, but you may be looking at yourself like, is this really who I want to be? Do I really see myself being with this person forever? Okay. And moving into the Ten of Cups and the Seven of Cups, unfortunately, it looks like there is unhappiness because the relationship isn't like living up to a certain fantasy. The Seven of Cups is seeing how good a relationship could be, but it is fantasy. And it's wanting to live that out, but the problem is it's not happening with the Ten of Cups. You know, one person thinks everything's okay, but the other one just isn't. It's not as great as it appears to be. But what's interesting is that the High Priestess is suggesting that this is kept secret. This is not something that's being revealed. And then with Death, the relationship is changing. It is not what it was before. And then the Six of Pentacles. And, you know, the thing is with the Empress here, unfortunately, I kind of felt like that ping of like temptation. Somebody that may be like tempting the partner or tempting you. You know, but this looks like the start of a new relationship. But with the Three of Cups, like I said, it's like getting back together. But the thing is it's because there's this constant back and forth of, I don't know if I want to be in this relationship or not. I don't know if this is really who I am, you know, but you still flirt with the idea. So you may have been like keeping this person at a distance, or them you, right? But the Three of Cups, there's like this healing with being with this person. They have the ability to heal the damage that you may have experienced. But I don't know that you really see this as a relationship that, you know, you want to be in for the long haul. You know, because the thing is this relationship is not what it used to be. And with the Six of Pentacles, this person knows exactly what you want, but they're not going to give it to you. You know, and what I want to say here is, if things aren't happy, that's something that, you know, you're going to have to speak up and say. Now, if there is cheating going on, you know, that's something that maybe it's time now to reveal the truth, right? And let the relationship die with death, which is possible. But I'm just seeing a relationship that is not what it was before. You're not getting what you want from this, but you're keeping it to yourself. And if you're being affected and kids are involved, then they are directly being affected. You know, it just depends on what your situation is here. But, you know, Aries, I'm looking at this, and unfortunately, it's like, I think you've projected a fantasy onto this person that they cannot live up to. That's what I want to say here. And again, that's only going to be for some of you. And like I always say, if you're happy with your relationship, you don't need a message.